10 seconds. Stand by. Go.
And the RX division is underway in 18.2. Vellner on the left, Ohlsen on the right.
With a much different level of fitness here, we're going to see a lot different style of attack on this workout, a lot different pace. These guys are going to race from beginning to the end.
Now you'll notice here, of course, both going RX. They do have to have that 2-foot jump back and forth on the bar facing burpee, and we're seeing those go by in quick succession as these two are flying early.
The biggest thing here early on, you're gonna see so many transitions come up quick. They just have to make them clean. The burpees, the way they're doing them, if you picture your feet in a snowboard, the feet just have to stay together. They're allowed to turn and have that angle as they jump over the bar, but they have to move together. So the keys to this event for the elite athletes is going to be to have perfect early transitions. They come fast, they come quick, so you need to be quick to take one step and get right into the burpee, just like these guys are doing here. They're going to need to race to finish. There is no slowing down allowed. Rounds 7, 8, 9, 10, it's going to hurt. They just have to embrace that pain and then have a barbell strategy. When they look at the clock and they see what time they have, this opening weight's going to be fine for them, but they need to know, looking at the clock, with how much time they have left, what's their game plan? What are the jumps going to be? That should have been determined ahead of time, but they need to have multiple strategies in case something goes wrong or their timing is off.
So a rare no rep for Vellner on the bar facing burpee to start that 6th round of the movement. Yes, I said the 6th round of the movement. We're through 6 rounds at 1:40.
Watch the way Vellner keeps the weight of the dumbbells back behind him. That's allowing his chest to stay up more vertical, gives him a more opportunity to breathe. That's very smart.
Noah Ohlsen's name on the top of the screen, highlighted in blue. Once again, that will indicate who is out in front. Currently Noah. Patrick Vellner in second, highlighted in red. 2 reps, 1 rep back.
I mentioned Noah is a fire plug. He brings that energy, he brings that speed early on. He can do that. We've seen before that has cost him, but we'll see if he can maintain this speed all the way through.
Watch the pacing difference here on those front squats. We're getting to this later portion now. We're in the back half in terms of the work as we hit round number 8.
Look at the way Vellner pops right up. His speed is definitely increased here. He is faster than Ohlsen on these burpees. He springs right off the floor. Noah takes an extra second down there to breathe.
And all of a sudden, Patrick Vellner doing Patrick Vellner things. He has caught Noah Ohlsen with a methodical game plan.
That's the composure that I was talking about. He is quiet when he comes out to compete, doesn't make a big deal about it, keeps the emotions in check and just attacks.
So the race here is where the 2 different movements are. Ohlsen much faster on the squats. Vellner has been much faster on the barbell as we work towards rep number 110 in the overall workout, rep number 90 to close out round 9.
And this is where you can make the difference because you have that time with each movement to go faster. So good news for Vellner is this workout finishes with the burpees. That means Noah has to move quick here.
Vellner first to the dumbbells by about 1/4 of a second as we're into our 10th and final round.
Just a reminder, Vellner has 4 inches on Noah, so that's a little farther to squat, stand all the way up, so they will take a little more time. That's what Noah needed to do. But here we go.
Remember, rep 110 is what they're working towards, which is now 5 reps away for Noah Ohlsen, 5 reps away for Patrick Vellner. Ohlsen on the right, Vellner on the left, and we've got a sprint to the finish here in 18.2, just over the 4-minute mark. Vellner with a no rep, and that'll give it to Noah Ohlsen. 4:05 the time for Ohlsen. Vellner had to go back. He got another no rep because he did his next rep on the opposite end of the bar. So 4:20 the unofficial time for Vellner, 4:05 for Ohlsen. So give 18.2 to Ohlsen. And now it's time for 18.2A.
They raced it. That is what we were looking for. They both did it. Now they're going to let their heart rate come down. Disappointing there at the end for Vellner. That was quite the race. That was quite a push for them. Little mistake there with the burpee.
Amazingly enough, we said the emotional wave, you normally think Ohlsen coming out red hot, and they talked about it on the studio show, avoiding the mistake. He avoided the mistake. It was Patrick Vellner that made the mistake late in this one.
Now these guys are going to get themselves together. They're just going to get their heart rate back down. They have both the same opening lift. They actually have very similar clean maxes as well. 255. Noah's 265.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, there's still work going. The clock is still going. We're working to the 12-minute mark, and this is very interesting because with Lauren earlier, we saw a pretty quick transition, about 20 seconds or so till her first attempt. We're a minute 30 since Noah Ohlsen's finished at 4:05. We've yet to see a barbell.
So not only did these guys earn the right to pick up the barbell and get 2 scores, but they're earning more rest time as well, more time to think about what they need to do. This first rep really is going to tell them, you know, what they need to do, how much time they need to take between their reps. Are they going to take a minute between reps? Are they going to take a minute and a half? What are the jumps going to be?
So 225 on a max of 365. You're looking at about 60% on the opener for Ohlsen. 2 minutes have gone by since he's finished 18.2, and we're now underway with 18.2A as he puts his hands on the bar for the first time. Easy as expected.
If you want to watch a guy that's fun lifting a heavy barbell, it's put Noah Ohlsen in an arena with people, with lights. And the interesting thing there that we just saw, not the typical reaction. He's keeping his emotions within, he's holding himself together. This is a very different composure that we're used to seeing with Noah Ohlsen.
Vellner easy at 225. Now he comes into this first place, tied for first with Peter Shaw in Canada East. That's important to note. These two aren't in head-to-head competition with each other in the grand scheme of things, other than tonight, obviously, as they both go to 275 for their next attempt. I bring that up because there's only 15 that will qualify out of Canada East to regionals this year. It's still 20 that will go from the Southeast, Noah Ohlsen's region, but he finds himself in the more precarious position after week 1, tied for 7th.
He's looking for a little redemption here.
275 on the bar for Noah Ohlsen. It's a nice recovery on the catch.
Now, Vellner is looking, watching, letting him go first. That could be strategy. He's going 275 as well. The advantage he has by watching Noah go, he can kind of see what he puts in the bar. He can make that adjustment then. There is definitely barbell strategy, especially in a head-to-head.
Now that looked a whole lot easier for Vellner, very smooth.
In a head-to-head matchup with someone you are so closely matched, in a microscope, Vellner wants this one. He wants to take this one.
300 being set up for Noah Ohlsen as we have about 4 minutes remaining until the 12-minute overall time cap. Noah, the 2016 Worldwide Open champion, and last week was something we haven't seen in a long time. It broke a streak of 11 consecutive open events where he finished in the top 100 in the world. Last week in 18.1, 185th with a score of 447. Ohlsen will take the next attempt, 300 pounds. Unable to get out of that pinned down position. Vellner bouncing out of 285.
That was a brilliant move for Vellner, making the adjustments on the bar that he knew he wanted to use, looking at the clock. And that effort and the struggle in the bottom of the hole there for Ohlsen, that was a fight. And on tired legs, you don't want to fight like that and not get that rep.
Vellner is going to jump up to 315 on his next attempt. Ohlsen staying at 300. See if he can get out of the bottom on this one. to correct, it was 305 on the bar for Vellner. So he is out in front, 300 and, well, Noah was sneaky. He added an extra pound there, 301 for Noah Ohlsen. That is the smallest increment you can add, by the way, as we're in our final 2 minutes, is a 1 pound jump. So 315 for the back-to-back third place finisher. Unable to get out of the bottom.
This is where they're thinking, do I have one more lift in me? There's not a lot of time left. And what these final lifts are taking out of them, they really need to know. Do they take the time, save it up, and go one more and go big?
Little over 1 minute until the 12-minute time cap. I do believe that is 325 on the bar for Patrick Vellner. He's got those blue plates, blue change plates on the side. Ohlsen has pulled pretty much one of every single plate available. He's at 311. Vellner onto the bar, 325, and got it! And it's not often you see Vellner with a big expression there. There it was. This is 311 for Noah Ohlsen, and he's in.
These athletes, they recover. That was smart. They were able to push themselves both out, and Vellner not getting the rest time he just had. This is going to be a big, big fight for him.
That was a quick change. It is made. 335 on the bar for Patrick Vellner. 15 seconds remaining. Unable to catch it. Ohlsen, I don't think is going to take another shot at it. And they will both concede to the 12-minute time cap. And we've said it all along, how level they are. They split once again. One event for Ohlsen, one event for Vellner.
What a head-to-head. It doesn't get any better than that. We saw an awesome race in the first portion of the workout. Then we see the second portion where they have a heavy barbell. Who doesn't love to see a heavy barbell go up under fatigue? Just a beautiful expression of CrossFit we saw tonight, and of fitness. These guys are crazy fit, and they